Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Steven. So, this blog is entitled 2021, kind of a recap of the year as we move forward into the glorious 2022. Taking a page from the Democrats, I kind of want to go over some of the highlights of 2021. Um, the Artemis Defense Institute saw its most profitable year to date, clearing over $400 million in the first quarter alone. Stephen Lieberman, continue to be the highest paid attorney in the 11 Western states. We have, for all intents and purposes, completely solved all communicable diseases that potentially could infect any of our members or anyone like that. And I was voted the sexiest man alive. Hence the reason for growing out the beard, just to give all you chaps a fighting chance at finding a mate. Um, Obviously, a little bit of hyperbole there, but apparently this seems to be the new normal. In the past, we would see political parties that would essentially try to, avoid speaking about the negative. They would accentuate the positive, but rarely would they engage in a bald-faced lie, or as we now coin the term, gaslighting. And yet that apparently is exactly what's taking place. News reports of how absolutely wonderful everything is, things that are absolutely contrary to the empirical evidence that is presented before us. This is different. This is a unique thing. We haven't seen anything like this except perhaps in the former Soviet Union. And in the blog, we talk about some of those things that are really kind of dangerous for us as we move forward. It's one thing we saw specifically leftists argue that the stuff that was being put forth on social media was factually inaccurate and that was a potential, detriment to our democracy. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. In fact, they're doing it at a much greater rate that's ever been done before. Now, this is indicative of what totalitarians typically do, which, we talk about our whole authoritarian concept here. It's sort of consistent with where things are going. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the blog. I hope you learned something from it. Obviously, the fact that I am the sexiest man alive makes it that much more entertaining, isn't it? As always, guys, especially as we go into the new year, I want you to train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe.